This video tells about SAP plant maintenance overview. So I'm going to cover the SAP plant maintenance concept and what are the main components are available in SAP plant maintenance. I'm just giving an overview of the SAP plant maintenance. So before I'm moving to the SAP plant maintenance, I will tell you what do you mean by a plant maintenance and how this plant maintenance is playing in a manufacturing plant or in manufacturing industry. Okay. So here you can see in the screen, let us say this is my manufacturing plant. I have a plant which is available here. Some manufacturings are happening here. Either it could be an automobile industry, or it could be an cement industry, or it could be an oil and gas industry, or any manufacturing industry. Some productions are happening here. You have a vendor and also you have a customer. From the vendor, we procure some raw materials, and those raw materials are converted into finished products, and we sell those our finished products to the customers. The procurement will happen with a module called material management module. So all the materials are procured through an SAP module called a material management module. And those are converted into finished products, and those finished products are sold to our customers. So those are sold under a module called SD, that is called a sales and distribution module. And how this is converted, there is some production is happening, so those productions are covered under a PP module called a production plan. And also we need to check some quality, so how we are delivering our material and what kind of a quality we are, so those are covered under a quality management module. And for doing all these activities, some cost is involved, so let us say some finance is involved and some controlling is involved. We need to control the cost as well. Okay, we have to control the inflow and also we have to control the outflow, so those are covered under finance and controlling module. In the manufacturing plant, there are a lot of machineries will be available for doing the production activity. So for that machineries we have to do a periodic maintenance, so only then we can deliver the product at a right point of time, and also we can deliver the product in good quality. So we have to maintain the machineries at a periodic. So those maintenance are basically covered under a module called a PM module, that is called a plant maintenance. Now let me tell you the overview of a plant maintenance. What do you mean by a plant maintenance and what is available in plant maintenance? Agenda is basically objectives, plant maintenance overview, PM organizational structure, SAP plant maintenance system. So these are the basic agenda we are going to see now. Objectives is to understand the PM functionalities, to get to know technical terms used in PM module. Plant maintenance is integrated with various other modules like PP, production planning, material management, sales and distribution, finance, controlling, and asset management. So for all these modules, plant maintenance is internally integrated. And these are basically derived from the system called an ABAP. ABAP is basically called an Advanced Business Application Program. In the backend, ABAP program will be automatically running when you execute any transaction from any of the module. So that is called an ABAP program. So SAP has written in a language called the programming language has been written in a language called ABAP, Advanced Business Application Programming. Plant maintenance overview, automated recording of maintenance works and equipment history. That means whenever you do any maintenance activity, those maintenance activities are automatically recorded in the equipment history. And let me say after a 6 months of a time, if you want to see the equipment performance and if you want to see the equipment, you can go ahead and see all the equipment history and what activities has been performed at what intervals, when the equipment has been break down, and what maintenance we have carried out for this equipment. Everything we can see in the equipment history, that will be automatically stored in the particular equipment. Online and real-time update of maintenance costs integrated with finance and controlling. So for doing the maintenance activity, some cost is involved. So those costs are flowing from the finance module. So that is internally integrated with the PM module. Integrated material master data with MM. Certainly for doing the maintenance activity, we need some materials for doing the maintenance activity. If any material has got failed, or any components has got failed, or any spare parts has got failed in the certain equipment, we have to replace it with a new component. So those components are basically coming from the MM module, material management module. And we also have some SAP PM master data. That means for implementing a plant maintenance, FI finance module and controlling CO module and MM module, material management module, is a mandatory module for implementing a plant maintenance. Without these three modules, we can't implement a plant maintenance because we need to get the cost from the finance, and we have to control the cost from the controlling, and we need the material from the material management team. So if you want to implement a plant maintenance, FICO and MM is a mandatory module. That's a prerequisite module for implementing a plant for any manufacturing industries. This is my PM organizational structure. Plant maintenance, that is a maintenance plant, maintenance planning plant, maintenance planner group, and work center. So this is the organization structure for SAP plant maintenance. Let me tell you, I'll take you through an Excel sheet. Initially it starts with client, and then company code, client and then controlling area, and then company code, and then plant, and then plant planner group, and work center. This plant is nothing but maintenance plant. PM organization structure starts with the maintenance plant. Above the maintenance plant, there is a company code. Above the company code, there is a controlling area. Above the company controlling area, there is a client. So these three are not from the maintenance plant, but we have a structure there. So above the maintenance plant, there will be a company code and controlling area and client. So these are covered under FICO module. So we always start with the maintenance plant, maintenance planning plant, planner group, and work center. Maintenance plant are basically the manufacturing plant, the exact physical plant where it's located. For example, I have a Tata Motors. Okay. So Tata Motors has 4 manufacturing plant: 1001, 1000, 1001, 1002, and 1003. 4 manufacturing plants are there. Let us say one is located in Mumbai, and one is located in Chennai, and one is located in Bangalore, and fourth one is also located in Bangalore. These are called a maintenance plant. This will be defined by the MM team, that is a management team. So they will define this plant. So as I already told you that for implementing a plant maintenance, MM and FICO is implemented. So when they implement MM module, they will create the plant. Those plant are nothing but maintenance plant. We always start with creating maintenance planning plant, PP. Maintenance planning plant, what do you mean by maintenance planning plant? The responsible plant which is planning the maintenance activity in the maintenance plant is called a maintenance planning plant. I will repeat once again. The responsible plant which is planning the maintenance activity in the maintenance plant is called a maintenance planning plant. So in Mumbai plant, I say that 1000 plant is having its own planning department to do the planning activity for doing the maintenance activity. So I say 1000 itself is a maintenance planning plant for 1000 maintenance plant. So here also I will say 1001 itself a maintenance planning plant for 1001 maintenance plant, because each plant is having its own planning department. So they themselves they will take care of their own maintenance activity. In Bangalore, I say that 2 plants are located in one single location. So I have a planning department which is available in 1002. So 1002 is a planning plan for 1002, and 1002 is also a planning plan for 1003, because 1003 does not have a planning department. They depend on the 1002 maintenance plan. So in that case, I can say 1002 is also a planning plan for 1003 maintenance plan. These are called centralized planning. And the last one is basically the decentralized planning, because it is not because it depends on the some other manufacturing plant. But it is not mandatory that if they are located in same location, it should be decentralized. It can be a centralized also, because 1003, if they have its own planning department, then we can say 1003 is also a planning plant for a 1003 maintenance plant. Basically, where the plant is created by team, so that will be created in SAP. I'm just going to the SAP and I'm showing you where the plant is being created. In SAP PM, there are four major subcomponents are there. So those are basically technical objects and maintenance processing and preventive maintenance and information system. Technical objects are basically the master data. Maintenance processing or the business process, how many business processes are available there, and preventive maintenance are basically the preventive maintenance components, and information system is basically the report that you can see here. Logistics, plant maintenance, technical objects, maintenance processing, preventive maintenance, and information system. These are the four major components. And plant will be created in the customization settings, that is basically in the backend settings. If you go to tools, customization, IMG is implementation guide, SPRO, execute project. Click on this SPRO and click on this SAP reference IMG. Now you see in the enterprise structure, definition, logistic general, define copy, check plant, and define plant. So this is the area where the plant has been created. You can see there are a lot of maintenance plants are there. So these are basically the maintenance plant. For example, let us say 1000 is my Tata Steel Limited. And we always start with creating the maintenance planning plant. This is created by team. And we'll create a maintenance planning plant, that is basically a plant maintenance area. Maintenance planning plant. Just go to new entries, go to the drop down and select your maintenance plant. So it should maintenance planning plant. It should be one of the maintenance plants. So all these maintenance plants are displayed here. My maintenance planning plant is 1000 is my maintenance planning plant. Select and enter. It's an already entry is exists with the same key, so we can't have a multiple entry with the same key. So that means 1000 planning plant already been created here. You can see 1000 planning plant is already been created here. Now we have to do the assignment. This planning plant has to be assigned to the maintenance plant. So that is basically in the assignment area, logistic general, sorry, in the plant maintenance, assign maintenance planning plant to maintenance plant. Click on this and you can see the assignment here. For 1000 plant, 1000 has been assigned here. So this is how we have to do the assignment here. So if there is a different planning plan, then we can assign a different planning plant here. So that is basically the assignment here. And next is my planner group. What do you mean by a planner group? Planner groups are basically the engineers or managers who is responsible for doing the preventive, who is responsible for planning the maintenance activity. So those are called a planner group. It depends on the plant, vary. It depends on the plant to plant. It may vary. In some plant, manager will be the planner group. In some plant, supervisor will be the planner group. In some other plant, assistant manager will be the planner group. So it depends on the plant to plant. It will vary. So those are called planner group. Let me say I have a mechanical planner, electrical planner, instrumentation planner, and civil planner. So like this, lot of planners will be available. So those are basically called a planner group. We can also create a planner group in the planning plant. So because planner groups are from the planning plant. Planning plant will own the planner groups. Come to the plant maintenance and master data, technical objects, general data, define planner groups. Click on this. I take a position of 1000 plant. Now you see there are a lot of planners are available. Arun, Vamshi, Weber, Richie, Wenzel, engineer, mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, instrumentation, civil, mechanical supervisor, like this lot of planners. If you want to create a new planner, just go to new entries and create for 1000 plant. You can create a one more planner with a name and then save it. So that's how we can create the planner group. And next is work center. Work center are basically group of people or group of machine. That's the definition work center, or group of machines. Group of people will be covered under PM module, PP module, QM module, PS module. PM is plant maintenance, production planning, quality management, and project system. So for all these modules, the work centers will be created as a group of people, and group of machine will be created only in PP module, not in the other modules. So PP module will have a group of people and group of machine both, but PM module will have only group of people. So group of people are typically called a work center, who basically do the maintenance activity for the machineries. For example, I have a mechanical engineer. He is having 20 people in his for doing the maintenance activity. So he divides his 20 people into seven. Let us say seven into preventive maintenance, and 7 people into breakdown maintenance, and rest of the 6 people into general maintenance. So that means he is owning work center 1, work center 2, center 3. So he is the responsible person for this 3 work center. That is called a group of people. So that is a master data. We can create a data for the work center. So when we are going to the work center topic, we'll see how to create the master data and what are the basic screens are available and what are the components are available in the work center. So that's what about the work center. We always deal with a group of people. SAP plant maintenance system. So we have some annual maintenance plan, and annual maintenance budget will be there for our plant maintenance for doing the preventive maintenance activity. So plan can be a monthly plan, there can be a weekly plan, there can be a daily plan based on my equipment master. So equipment, some machines will plan monthly, some machines will plan weekly, some machine will plan daily. So there will be a different maintenance plan will be there for different equipment, and those plans are executed in the execution phase. That means the work orders are created and the work is executed, task is executed, and the work is completed in the execution phase. And the completion report will be available in the report, that is called a daily KPI, key performance indicator, weekly KPI, cost analysis, breakdown analysis, planner group analysis, location based analysis, like a lot of analysis we can do it in the reporting area. So all these will be reflecting in the report. So it is nothing but a flow. Forecast, plan, implement, report. Planned maintenance process flow. So this is basically for a preventive maintenance. Only for preventive maintenance we can plan it. For breakdown maintenance we can't plan it. Whenever the machine has got breakdown, we have to go and attend it. So for preventive maintenance we can plan, and we can do a periodic maintenance. Planned maintenance can be performed with SAP on periodic basis, daily, weekly, monthly, etc., or on a performance basis, hours, miles, kilometers, tons, etc. So when we are doing a maintenance with respect to daily, weekly, monthly, that is called a time-based maintenance, because based on the time we do the maintenance activity. When we do a maintenance with respect to running hours or running miles, running kilometers, or a production volume of a tonnage, that is basically a performance-based maintenance, because the machine has performed to a certain extent and we are doing the maintenance activity. For example, let's say we have a car. So for basically for an automobiles industries and all, let us say for a car and all, we'll be doing the maintenance activity based on the running kilometers. That is basically the performance of the machine. Based on the performance, we'll be sending the car for the service, first service, second service, and the third service, and so on. So that is basically the performance based maintenance activity. This is called a maintenance strategy. So maintenance strategy will have a performance based strategy or a time based strategy, or both. Next is task list. Task lists are basically the set of operations which are performed at certain intervals. For example, for 1,000 running hours of this particular machine, what maintenance we have to perform. That means what are the tasks we need to perform, what are the operations we need to perform. So those set of operations are called a task list. And for 1,500 running hours, what are the operations we need to perform? What are the maintenance activities we need to perform? That is called a task list. Basically, for 5,000 running hours and 7,500 running hours and 10,000 running hours, we can have a different activities which can be performed at different intervals. That is called a task list. So these task lists are basically defined by the OEM, original equipment manufacturer. So when we procure a machine or when we buy a machine, they will say that these are the activities you have to perform at certain intervals. So those are called a task list. And next is maintenance item. Maintenance item is basically the machines. which machine you are going to do the maintenance activity. In SAP terminology, we can call it as a technical object. Technical object can be either a location or it can be an object. So that is called a maintenance item, for which machine you are going to do the maintenance activity. And maintenance plan will have certain scheduling parameters like shift factor, call horizon, scheduling indicator, shift factor for late completion, early completion, and scheduling period. So like a lot of scheduling parameters are available in the maintenance plan. When we go to the exact maintenance plan, I can touch upon each of the maintenance plan and each of the scheduling parameters. So this is nothing but an overview. So I'm just giving you an overview of a plant maintenance, which is a component. Maintenance plan is a component of a plant maintenance. And after creating the maintenance plan, we have to schedule the maintenance plan. So once we schedule it, let us say you are scheduling from January to December. That means you will get an entire plan for 1 year. From January to December, you get an entire plan. That means this plan will says that in scheduled date will says that when the order is going to generate and when you are going to execute your task. So it talks about the entire schedule of the maintenance plan. Let us say on 30th you are planning a work order to be generated, and 30th you are planning a task to be executed. And work order will be generated by a process called deadline monitoring. That is a background process. So automatically this background process will be running in the background job as an SAP job. And when the January 30th reaches, automatically system will generate a work order based on the schedule, because it will look on the schedule, is there any plan date is available or not. If at all any plan date sees, looks on the particular maintenance plan, for that particular maintenance plan, an order will get automatically generated in the system. Those are called a preventive maintenance work order. So that means in general, preventive maintenance work orders are generated automatically by the system. They are not manually on the system. Maintenance planners are responsible for preventive maintenance routine build-up. Next is work order process flow. For creating a work order, there are several criteria are there. So what are the basic criteria of creating the work order? Let us say a machine has got breakdown. So when a machine has got breakdown, that particular responsible person or a particular authorized person, he will create a breakdown slip and he will hand over the breakdown slip to the maintenance department. That is basically called in SAP, it is called a notification. So he will create a breakdown notification and he will give the breakdown notification to the maintenance department, and from there on maintenance team will take care and they will create a work order and they will proceed the task on the breakdown activity. And the next process is PMR, preventive maintenance routine. Just now we have seen from the preventive maintenance plan, work orders are generated automatically in the system. So for preventive maintenance or preventive maintenance activities also, work order will be generated and we need to execute the task. And the next is planned maintenance. What do you mean by planned maintenance? Planned maintenance, let us say you are working on a shop floor and you identify that there is an oil leakage in the gearbox on a certain machineries, but no one has notified you that there is an oil leakage and no one has given you the notification that there is an oil leakage, but you yourself you identified that there is an oil leakage in the machine. You have to fix it, otherwise it will result into a major breakdown. So whenever the production team stops the machine, you will go and do the maintenance activity and you will fix it. So that means yourself you can create a work order manually in the system. So that is called a planned maintenance. A refurbishment process basically the reconditioning of a machine. If you want to reconditioning of a machine and if you want to increase the lifetime of the machine, and if you want to increase the lifetime of the asset, so those are under the refurbishment work order. For example, a machine value is about some 3 lakh rupees today. Today's value is about 3 lakh rupees. You are doing complete overhauling of the machine and you have spent some around another 2 lakh rupees for that particular machine. That means earlier we have a 3 lakh rupees of the value. Now the value will increase because you have spent another 2 lakh to the particular machine. So your value will become 5 lakh. So and also you have increased the lifetime of the machineries also. So that is called a refurbishment process. Basically the reconditioning. Investment order is basically the capex, capital expenditure. If you are procuring a new machine and you are commissioning in a plant, So that is a new asset to your organization and it's a new investment to your organization. So those are covered under investment order. It's a small kind of a project. Kind of a budgeting will be there and budget control will be there for this investment work order. And also there is one more process called a calibration work order, which is not shown in the screenshot. So for if you want to calibrate any machineries or any instruments, those are covered under a calibration work order. So for all these activities, we can create a work order. So when work order is created, work order will contain certain materials required for doing the maintenance activity and also step-by-step activity. What are the activities which is involved in this particular work order and planned hours, how many manpowers we have planned it, and is there any external agencies are involved in this particular work order. So for all these activities we can plan in the work order. Materials we can plan, work steps we can plan, planned hours, how many manpower we can plan, and any third party services, that is called external services, we can plan it. And whenever you release a work order, it will trigger a reservation and a purchase requisition to the material management team. Reservations are created for the stock material. Purchase requisitions are created for the non-stock material. So if you don't have a stock, a PR will get created, purchase requisition, and those purchase requisitions are converted into purchase order in the material management team, and those are sent to the vendor. From the vendor, we receive the goods. And reservations are sent to the store. From the stores, we receive the goods. So these activities will happen in the MM module. And once we receive the goods, we have a manpower in our hand and we execute that work. Once the work is completed, we have to confirm that we have completed the maintenance activity. And after that, we have to enter the service entry sheet. It's basically for the third party. So if at all any third party service is involved, then we have to enter the service entry sheet. Only then they will get the payment. Otherwise, they will not get the payment. It is a third party services confirmations. And after that, technical completion. Technically completed means we have completed the work technically. Now the machine is ready for start. We can start the machine and put the machine on the production line. So with this, our plant maintenance task is completed. But still, the business is not yet completed. The reason behind is for doing all these activities, some cost is involved. So where the cost has to be accounted, this cost has to be accounted to the certain cost center. Suppose let us say I have done a maintenance activity for a CNC machine which is available in the production department. So these cost has to account it to the production department. So production department will have its own cost center, and these costs are settled to the cost center of the production department, and then they will close the work order. So these activities are controlled are done by the finance and control team. So finance and control team, they will do the settlement against the cost center and they will close the work order. With this, the work order business is get completed, and after that no activities are involved in this particular work order and the work order will get closed and that will be available only for display. So these are the basically called a work order process flow. So with this I have completed the plant maintenance overview, and my name is Sairam. Email ID is sappmtraining@gmail.com. Contact details 9611933000. For SAP PM training, you can contact me for further process. Thanks for watching this video. Thank you.